Okay, well, here I am. Uh, Stream starting. I have to quickly check sound and stuff, because otherwise, I don't have anyone to tell me, oh, this is too loud or this is not too loud and so on, so I have to check it myself. So you will hear a bit of an echo from me. Will hear a bit of an echo from me. Will hear a
And
bit of an echo from me. It's actually fairly difficult to determine, of course, because I have the sound from the game in my headset going on as well. Um, I hear myself decently. I cannot determine the noise, the sound of the game compared to that. Other than, well, a bar I have in OBS. So let's just see. Yeah, but this is a stream, and I'm kind of testing it out. Uh, I wanted to get into Satisfactory. I've played it a bit myself, but I will say that I haven't gotten far previously. So I want to get a little further, and I feel like a live stream experience could be a fun way of doing it for me. So I'll I'll try this way, and then we'll see. So mm, I will want to balance the sound, and I might have to do a few tests throughout because, well, we know the game. It's there's quite a lot of, surprisingly, quite a lot of dialogue that is always exciting and fun to hear. So um, that's kind of, I want that to be balanced so that you can hear it as well. And then, yeah, we'll see from there. I know that Ada is a fun character that people enjoy a lot, including myself. So, of course, we would like to hear what she has to say. Ada, of course, being, well, a character that you will come across almost immediately when I press new game. So, once again, the I have played this game before, actually, but I haven't gotten far. So let me just name the session main. That's fine. It will be my main session no matter what happens. So yeah, but actually the furthest I have gotten is to like initial coal power. It's not a lot. It's not very far. So uh, I want to, of course, get further than that. And I haven't really had a good opportunity to play and get far into this game. What I do know is that I enjoy it very, very much when I play it. And this being not completely blind, at least from the get-go, means that I might be a little more organized than most people's first playthrough, which might be fine. I might also be less, who knows? Um, yeah, so I kind of want to just get it started. This advanced game settings, I mean, means that I won't be able to get any achievements. Okay, so it means that it's just additional stuff, I guess, that I shouldn't really mess with if I want the real like experience. So multiplayer doesn't matter because, well, it'll just be single player. So yeah, I'll start in the grass fields because I am kind of a first-time pioneer to some extent, and I like the feeling of that area. It's a good, to me, it feels like a good starting area, and you also immediately get nice surroundings that are good and fun to look at. and yeah, you have like the base resources close to you, is my understanding. So yeah, I guess let's just begin. And single player. We don't want to skip onboarding because I think it's an important part of the game, especially for people who are seeing it for the first time as well, which I'm hoping that some people would be interested, and this might be their first foray into this pretty amazing game. So yeah, let's confirm and get into it. I'll try to be quiet when there is dialogue as well, so that I don't speak over it. Um, and you will most likely have some immediately.
Separation from main transport complete. Group 8 delivered to Calistian region. All pioneers functional, initiating dispersion. Attention Pioneer, I am Ada, your personal instance of the Artificial Directory and Assistant. Welcome to the Fixit Incorporated Save the Day program. A Fixit Pioneer has 3 core assignments. Construct. All pioneers must follow Fixit guidelines and instructions when constructing any building. Automate. Every pioneer is responsible for setting up and managing efficient pipelines, outposts, and power infrastructure. Explore and exploit. Fixit selected planets are rich with resources suitable for direct use or further investigation. Stay within your designated. And that is why the world is counting on pioneers like you. Fixit. Short-term solutions to long-term problems. Initiating planetfall. Atmospheric entry in 3, 2, 1. Beginning aero assist. Drag within acceptable parameters. Descent phase begun. Decelerating. Deploying parachute. Deploying backup parachute. Skipping parachute. Landing phase begun. Activating retro propulsion. Touchdown. Planetfall complete. Drop pod integrity nominal. Omni situational exploration suit nominal. Pioneer. Acceptable. Congratulations, you are the third in your region to survive planetfall. Welcome to Massage 2, AB-B, in the binary system of Akicha.
Great start. Yeah, so
Loading objective-based introduction. Begin onboarding.
I wanted to just focus on the initial.
First contact safety tool supplied due to presence of alien megafauna. Adhere to Fixit procedure and equip the Fixit Inc. Xeno Zapper before leaving the drop zone.
Yes, I wanted to just focus on the initial intro because it's super amazing and fun. I can see Garden Elf 004. Hello. I was just quiet for that period because it's always so amazing to see this. But I appreciate you coming in and seeing what's up. Yeah, if you weren't here, this is my first time playing, or not really my first time, but my first time trying to get into Satisfactory fully. I have some knowledge.
Next objective, dismantle the drop pod. Fixit Incorporated as cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. The drop pod will be recycled to construct the first stage of the habitat and utility base, often referred to as the hub.
Mhm. And thankfully I was lucky to survive this game. I'm always so impressed by how it looks. It's so nice and so almost calming in a weird sense. But of course, our first objective is to take apart our drop pod and get back resources.
Next objective. Use the resource scanner to find and collect additional iron to be able to build the hub. If you cannot find iron, be assured scans of the planet have revealed sufficient iron sources.
Mhm. Yes, great. So yeah, that's the introduction to Satisfactory. Always feels amazing to go through that. So our next objective is to hold V and scan for iron ore in the vicinity. So let's see. Um, so we have three this way. You can see at the top, at the compass, we have a lot around us. So much. So I like the idea of something. I guess we don't have a map yet, or maybe it's on a different key. Let's try again. What's closest? We get those three almost immediately at the same time. There are so many here, like 4. Let's go to the 3 guys this way and see what there is. So what I also know is that it's important to pick up leaves and branches and so on the way, because that will be the first source of fuel that you will have for actually quite a while in the game. So they are super important. If you have a little bit of time to kill or have to get somewhere, try to pick up as much as you can on the way. We also have an interesting situation of these planets as well in the sky. This one is just absolutely massive. Um, yeah, it feels so great to be in this world, to be honest. Uh, and Garden Elf 004, I hope you're still here, and if not, oh well. Maybe I was quiet for a little too long, thinking that maybe it was a microphone-less playthrough of the game. And yeah, that will not be the case, of course, as you can tell. Yeah, so this is a good starting point. I can also see that there is some limestone down here. There was a slug over here as well, which will be useful later on, a little later. Some fruits.
Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized as compatible with the human digestive system by Fixit, the consumer is responsible for any and all consequences. Store this potential resource for later use.
Yes. So yeah, we'll be able to eat that to replenish health. We only have one hand slot at the moment, so we cannot really change what we're holding uh, that easily at least. So yeah, let's just pick up a few more leaves and then we can check out this place down here. I think maybe it would be fun initially to just pick up that power slug and see what Ada has to say about it. Um, yeah, and of course, a bunch of leaves and wood is super important. So I'm also picking up that as we go. Um, so these are the 3 iron nodes that it was talking about. I'm feeling the brightness of the game might not be the best at the moment. So this is an enemy, of course. As you can see, it's charging me. Now it's escaping, I guess. Um, but let me actually adjust the brightness a little if I can. Uh, oh, okay, the game doesn't pause. Okay, well, yeah. As you can see, they're not super dangerous.
Samples of new alien species acquired. Notable features are blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous, and a thickly plated skull and spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma. Preserve the remains for later study.
Yes, indeed. So, brightness. Let's see. If there is a brightness, I guess gamma would be the equivalent. Um, hmm, it might actually just be my screen that's a bit not as bright now that I'm thinking about it. So me changing the brightness doesn't do much.
Next objective. Use the build gun to construct the hub. Iron is a base component necessary for all near future progress, so ensure you build the hub close to iron sources. Fix it does not pay by the kilometer.
Yes, so this is iron. It's normal, which is decent. It's better than impure for sure. Let me also check sound and so on. So by the time that I get to mine this one, let me check how everything sounds. And let's see just and let's see just yeah, it appears to be okay. Uh, if anyone is in here, please tell me how the balance is, if possible. Because yeah, I don't want to give you guys a bad experience, of course.
Potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fixit to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource for later use.
Hmm. Yes, let's do that. So then we have this guy. They're not doing much except for sitting, which is nice. You can just pick them up.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving Fixit production line efficiency. Store this potential resource for later use.
That would be nice. So the initial plan is to build the hub, which is where everything starts from. And actually, it's also quite nice just clearing this out so that I have a bit of a flatter, less, let's say, um, uh, yeah, cluttered area, I guess is the word that I'm looking for. So with the hub is where we want to start. Of course, I bring up the menu and select to build it. And then, because we kind of want to focus around these three ore nodes in the beginning, let's build it fairly close.
Hub
And now
foundation
we have
built.
things to do.
The hub terminal and crafting bench are only the humble beginnings of a successful Fixit pioneer, but essential for the next steps of onboarding. Once finished, the hub will function as your base of operations. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 1.
Hmm. Okay, so yeah, now we have the crafting bench with the option to build some iron ingots, which is interesting. I want to try to minimize the use of the manual crafting because, yeah, I mean, that's the whole point of the game, pretty much. So, what I need to do first is simply just get the hub upgrade 1. Um, Interesting, I can jump while I'm in this menu, I can walk around. Hmm. Um, so, and then I will also get the extra hand, which is nice. Great, so we need 10 iron rods for this. Thankfully, the developers are super great with quality of life, so actually just in the top right corner you see that it highlights what my next objective is, and it only does that because I selected this milestone. If I was to well, undo that, which I guess I cannot at this point. It wouldn't show here. So it's actually quite nice in that sense. So let's just start building iron ingots because that's what we need for iron rods. Thankfully, we don't need so many. So already now we have enough for the 10, and there we go. Uh, I believe that there might also be some way of um, showing out of how many out of the total amount that I would need, but maybe not. Maybe it's only with the to-do list, but yeah, I guess in this case it's because we manually have to plug them in. So let's do that, and let's get the first hub upgrade. And it's always
Hub
amazing to see
Upgrade
this.
1, Storage and Frame, completed. Equipment like the portable miner can now be made in the workshop. Congratulations on completing your first milestone, the first of many providing access to new recipes and technologies for the Fix-It mission. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 2.
hmm Yeah, so now we get a storage chest, which is quite nice. So it's nice to just get rid of a few things that are not so useful right now. Uh, like for power, leaves and wood and the remains, and especially the power slug is not very useful at the moment. So let's see what we have to do next. We can get the extra, or we can go for the next hub upgrade. Of course, we got a new hand slot, so it would be nice to actually add some food to that so that it's easy to switch in between. And yeah, let's see what we need for the next one. Hmm. Okay, so it will be a little more of manual crafting at this point, which is fine. But let's uh, let's do that then. Hmm. And actually, let's see what we get. So we get quite a few things, and we get to interact with copper as well, which will be super useful for power. Uh, and it will be the initial power stuff. I guess since we get a smelter, we also get some way of, and a power line, we also get some way of producing power, which would be useful with the amount of stuff that we have already. So let's just continue the same way like we did before. Um, we have to build 10 iron plates and 20 iron rods. So, uh, so now we have enough for the plates at least. Then now we just need the rods. So it will be a bit slower in the beginning. That's just how it is. That's most games pretty much. But soon enough there will be some automation going around, and we will see things moving and all of the exciting stuff that is the heart of this game, pretty much. Yeah, and that was that crafting session. Not so bad. You can click and drag into the hub, or you can simply just double click, I believe. Yeah. Um, I'm simply just dragging for uh, showcasing.
Hub
So,
Upgrade 2, Power and Shell, completed. The smelter can turn raw ore such as copper and iron into ingots, and the biomass burner generates power when fueled. Fun fact, most of the native flora and fauna is compatible with Fix-It technology. Fueling the biomass burner with inappropriate materials will result in deductions or even cancellation of your yearly bonus. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 3.
hmm yes, great. So that we now have the biomass burner, but of course we don't really have, well, any anywhere to put power or anything to do with power at the moment. Uh, what would be nice is to build an equipment workshop, because what we can, I don't know if we can read more about it. Uh, there might be a way, but yeah. Uh, there was the codex earlier. I don't know how to do that. I mean, it's been a while since I've played this, but oh, I can right click to unstack or to split the stack. I don't remember. I guess open in codex. So yeah, we can do it here. I guess we cannot do that from the build menu. Um, okay. I mean, it's not saying much. Used to manually craft equipment, essentially. So I guess let's focus on making the equipment workshop first. And actually, this will be a good place to show the to-do list. So I didn't use this much, but I think it's good to showcase at least at this moment, because now we know here on the right side that we will need these resources, and then I don't have to go back and forth between menus, which is quite nice. So, and as you can see, it just fills up like that. I built one too many iron rods. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna need them at some point anyway. And then we'll build 6 of these. Good. Then we have enough for the equipment workshop. Can of course rotate to our liking, which is nice. Don't know exactly where to put it. This tree is a bit annoying because I would prefer to have it here, but then the tree is kind of clipping through. I guess I can put it quite close. Can also snap it by holding control, maybe that's better. So, and good, the tree is not clipping through, which is nice. Oh, there is a bit of a height change going between. Okay, so what's good about this guy is that we get to make portable miners. At this point, we barely have any iron left, but it will be very useful to build some of these because, well, it essentially automates mining a little bit. Right now, we can go back to these iron nodes and just sit like this for a while to get some iron, but of course, in a factory game about automation, this will not be the whole game. This is not Minecraft after all. This is uh, surprisingly different, even though there might be some similarities. It is a tough one indeed, but I mean the good thing is that it doesn't break, which is nice. So what you noticed in the beginning was that there was like a big rock of iron on top, but as soon as I dug like a few bits of iron from it, it just got destroyed and left this instead, which I can just mine from indefinitely as much as I want. So let's get up to 60. You can see that I will get up to 60 just now on the bottom left above my health. And wow, it's getting so dark here. And then let's create some iron. So what I would like is to create a few of these portable miners. Let's make like 4 would be nice. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the sun is setting a bit. But yeah, maybe it's just not just my screen. Maybe it is the game actually. I can adjust the gamma a bit. Of course, the sun is starting to set, it appears. So that's part of the reason why it's so dark. Um, what you also have is some post-processing effect to essentially simulate adapting to darkness in the eyes. So once I get in here, it becomes at least more adjusted, which is nice. Yeah, so let's build some stuff. So we will need 16 iron rods. And then we will need 8 iron plates also. Yes, you do start with a flashlight, but I I guess it works fine in this case. Yeah. So yeah, I can press B for the flashlight as well. I never really used it that much, but actually, yeah, it appears very useful in this moment. So yeah, um, you can see that in the bottom right of the screen as well, the little flashlight icon. Um, so let's continue. I built one too many iron rods yet again. I guess it's just one of those days. And there we go. Now we will have enough iron plates. Uh, Again, this will be like the start of things. We will automate uh, soon enough. Uh, so what we can do now is, well, we need a bit of iron generally, so we can add the portable miner to our hands, and then we can place a miner here. So what we want to do is also explore. Why is it so bright? Oh, it's okay. Uh, Moving very fast. Um, yeah, so as you can see, it starts mining. It now has already 11 iron ore, faster than I could mine it myself. Then we also have access to scan for copper ore, which would be good. Um, we have one this way. Again, on the compass, we see that. Um, and this is by far the closest one. We see another slug up there, but it doesn't appear to be very achievable at the moment. So let's go. That's a crazy magma planet. Let's go towards the copper and let's scan again. Just to make sure we're going the right way. It's just up there. Oh, okay. This was not supposed to happen. I think I'm inside the cliff. Okay, let's try again. No? That is interesting. Okay. Why is this happening? Hmm. That is very strange. I know that there is an experimental branch, but I'm pretty certain you have to opt in to see that or to be on that. And I am not on that at the moment. But it's like everything here. This is strange. So, why is this happening? Oh, hello. How are you? Manu, I guess, is how I would pronounce it. I'm not sure. I'm experiencing a super. Uh, yeah. I cannot say. I mean, I would love to respect it, but I'm not sure why this is happening. Maybe I should save and reload. Oh, there's some bauxite. Interesting. Uh, Maybe it's a common bug that I'm not aware of. But yeah, I will just have to find another way. I am Danish indeed. Um, I guess you can tell by either my accent or something else. Um, oh. What? I'm not exactly sure what that means. But yes, I am Danish indeed. Um, I have to figure out how to deal with this situation of not being able to go anywhere here. Yes, I mean, I, I, I don't know. No, it appears to be only here. I, I mean, I haven't tried these. So these rocks work fine. No, this also. I mean, okay. Yeah. So I guess somewhat everywhere, the outer layer of things, of cliff faces, is my issue at the moment, it seems. No, it shouldn't be. Oh, but let me just deal with this guy. Um, and then I'll go back to the main menu and try to reload. I mean, this guy is also walking through the walls, it appears. So I'm not the only one. Yeah, so let me try to just reload. Uh, Save. So exit to main menu. I'm pretty certain it shouldn't be the 1.2 update. Yeah, it says version 1.1.2. So I really don't know. Uh, I will try to do a simple reload without restarting the game and see if that helps. Uh, and if not, then I'll try to restart the game. Oh, now there are also things here, which there weren't before. Okay, so let's see. Okay, now it works. It appears. Okay, strange bug, but good to know that it was easily fixable at least. Um, let's get this power slug while we're at it. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just started and hadn't reloaded the game, so maybe it's some issue in a recent patch with that. I cannot say. Uh, but anyway, now that it's fixed, it's not a problem. I'm getting attacked somewhere here. Good. Yes. Okay. Nice. And well, let's get back to the copper that we were trying to get to before. Yeah, I mean, it kind of made me question if I was on the experimental branch of things. Thankfully, not. I don't really want to mess too much around with experimental stuff when I'm like playing through the game because, well, I want to have an optimal experience, I guess, with as few issues as possible, and especially when you're on experimental stuff, a lot of unexpected things can happen, and I don't want to be somewhere in the world and then something breaks in the opposite end of the world that I really have no control over. Um, that yeah, I would just have to travel extensively or maybe never be able to have working. Um, so I think it makes the most sense like this. Oh, okay, nice. And well, yeah, thank you for coming in and asking questions as well. I appreciate it and being part of this. Let's place the portable miners we made earlier, and let's also spend a little bit of time mining manually. So we will need copper for basic basic power related things. Also, it's it's slightly my first time playing Um, my first time I got to around coal power, so I haven't progressed super far in my own time. Oh, I guess I pressed the wrong button. That was a bit too quick. Yeah, you have a couple of buttons. You can grab just the ore, or you can grab the miner. Um, this is semi-automatic. Hopefully soon enough we will have even more automatic stuff. Also, I want to make sure that I'm not lost. I'm not. Good. Well, let's grab some more stuff. We can leave them here for more mining, and then we can go back. So, yeah, not fully first time playing. Uh, I have decent. Yes, indeed. Yeah, the first little bit of the game is not super representative of how it will feel towards the end, or even like in a few hours from now. So, uh, grabbing a little bit of iron as well, because well, I have to go there to get the ore manually to then also go here and get the ore manually to then also make these things myself. Uh, yes, yeah. I mean, I I play my fair share of first-person games, I guess, and recently I did also watch a little bit of a playthrough. Uh, but I also like to kind of explain things as I go because uh, I would like for people who are seeing this for the first time, this game for the first time, to be able to understand what's going on and what my thought process is in some areas. So yeah, uh, I am slightly experienced, you can say. But yeah, building a belt up there would be nice indeed. When I get to those, that is the thing. So, as we saw here, we got cable wire and power line and a smelter even. So, we could actually do a little bit of automating. Uh, oh, that's the hub. I don't know why I was looking at that. So the smelter here that will require just a bit of wire and some iron rods. Um, and then we'll get that built. It will be our first little machine, which will feel amazing. Uh, so it doesn't matter so much where we place it at the moment. It feels nice to just have the output on this side, but then it doesn't really snap, which is strange. It only snaps when it's like this. Why? Okay. Well, anyway, let's just snap it to the hub. That's fine. Then we have our first little machine. Uh, the the time here is 2:20. Um, and well, now we can make our first little automation. We have a bit of iron ore that we can put in. And we can see it takes 4 megawatts, it takes 2 seconds, it produces 30 iron ingots per minute. And what we have here is a biomass burner. So we can go and build a power line between these two to provide power. Uh, but right now I don't have the cable necessary for that. So let's build a little bit of cable. Well, yes, I will be burning biomass in the burner. Uh, and then we'll see what... Well, actually, I will do that now. So yeah, I have a few leaves. What you can also see is that they have an energy value. Uh, so leaves have 15 megajoules, I guess. Uh, like big M, uppercase M must mean mega, and the wood has 100 megajoules. So wood is more efficient, but as you can see, we have very little wood compared to leaves. I kind of just want to burn the leaves now. Uh, okay, so then we have this. There is no connection because I didn't build the power line. So let's build the line between this guy and this guy. Here we go. And now we see the machines come to life. Yes, biomass does last much longer. Sadly, I have not gotten to the point of having biomass at the moment, so I have to live off of pure leaves and wood at the moment. Uh, yes. So, as you can see, the leaves are burning super fast. It's capable of producing 20 megawatts, but of course, as we saw here, it's only consuming 4 megawatts, this smelter. Um, so we could actually consider a second smelter. Let's try to do that so we can have copper and iron at the same time going. Then I don't have to do so much myself, which is always nice, delegating tasks to everyone and everything but yourself. Yeah, there we go. Now we don't have automatic. Aha. Yes, I see. So we cannot actually do this at the moment because we can only connect one line between these two, and then the rest are occupied. So no full automation yet, I guess. That's fine. I saw that we actually get what we need here. So let's try to do that then to build towards this milestone. So we need a bit of iron, which is good. We have that automated at the moment. So we'll build 20 plates. Yes. And then there we go. And then 20 rods as well. And then up to 20 wire. And then we'll be good to go. Okay. Now we have this milestone done. And now we can fix the issue we talked about.
Hub Upgrade 3, Interior Furnishing, completed. The constructor can produce simple parts, and power poles allow for the expansion of the power grid. When you make the inevitable mistake, Fix-It's dismantling feature is designed to salvage all resources used during construction, in line with our zero-waste policy. We understand that Fix-It pioneers are only human, and thus prone to error. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 4.
Okay, yes. So let's make that power pole like we talked about. That means that we can run both machines at once, which will be useful. Oh, it needs concrete. Okay, concrete is a new thing. It's gotten from limestone. As you can see over here, we have some limestone we can pick up. And then we will make concrete from it. And we'll see. Then we'll have a power pole set up. Let's just break this rock. That might be enough for now. You can also slide, by the way, by running and holding C, which is quite nice. There is some complicated movement stuff in this game. Right now we also just manually create this concrete, which is fine. So let's build this power pole. We can just build it here. And then we have this power line. Thankfully, it's easy to highlight. We can just remove it for now. As you can hear, this guy stopped working, but now we can connect to the power pole. And as you can see, it has up to 4 connections that it can make. So we connect the burner to the pole, then we connect the pole to the 2 machines here. And now you can see this one starting to work. And this one not working because it's out of work. There we go. Now we have 2 machines. It also means that we are, of course, consuming more power. But we have a good amount of leaves left, so we'll be fine for now. We also have an exclamation point in here. So let's go and check it out. And we have our little home in here. We can flush the toilet or just store some stuff in here if we need the secret storage for whatever secret business I might have. Can I go in here? No. Can I not? No. Oh well. So, yes, we also have a working sink. Can flush. Yes, so...
You know you have a trash can, right?
Okay. Well, I mean... You... What? You think that you are Peruvian? Okay, I see. Yes. So we can now customize ourselves with whatever we might want, which is quite nice. A golden helmet. I'm not really a big fan of gold, and I also don't like looking like a cat. So we have this, the neon. I mean, this is kind of unique and cool in itself. Okay. Interesting. French-born, raised in Galicia. Okay, and Galicia, I believe, is in Spain, if I'm correct. I'm not 100% certain. So can I can zoom in. I mean, I can barely see this gun. Okay, so it just doesn't really change the shape of it. So what do we have? We have camo. I am not a big fan. Alternate. I don't know what alternate means. Let's see. So it's interesting. As mentioned, I don't really like gun. I mean, I can go for the full neon. I mean, sure, why not? Yeah, I mean, I can definitely say that I am slightly confused. Let's say that. Um, then we have a few trinkets for the gun as well, which is nice. Just a little bit hanging off of it. You can't choose none, which is interesting. Uh, yeah, let's go for this one. It's always a fun. The summer sloop. Um, then we can also change the color if we want. So, what kind of color could I go? Oh, not that color, that's for sure. Um, blue is typically my go-to for things, but I don't know. It feels a little strange to me. Secondary color, what is that? Doesn't change much. Uh, a Vox green. for the primary. I don't know what a Vox screen is, actually. Um, can have a bit of a look up. Let's see. Uh-huh. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So a little bit of a darker, uh, like this kind of green, I guess. The singer. Okay. Yes. Um. So then the overalls. I mean, it fits a darker overall tone, I think. I don't like going crazy colorful for the overalls, but I think they should be a bit darker. It's a very weird combination of colors. It's not Vox green, oh well. Um, then, I don't know, it appeared a bit like this. I mean, there are a few different options and they're all like slightly different green. Uh, yeah, I mean, it's even darker than this from what I can see. Like this kind of. But maybe I'm just looking at the wrong thing. Like this is a kind of a guitar amp, which I'm looking at. I don't know if that's what you mean when you say Vox Green, but that's what shows up at least. Uh, it's not okay. Well, yeah. Then I don't know what kind of green it would be. Um, but yeah, this this is the kind of green that I'm looking at when I search for Vox green, at least. But yeah, uh, you might be able to say a little more. I'll just close this for now. I think it's a decent enough combo of colors. Yeah, it feels nice. What's also nice is I don't actually know how to do it, but I know that there is a photo mode as well that you can access. I wonder. Photo mode. It's P. I guess that makes sense. So I can go in settings. Then I can change this, yes. So I can look at myself, which is nice. And how do I focus? Okay. Yeah. So this is what we look like in the sun. Decent, I would say. Not bad. I wonder how I get the... I guess just like that. That's how I get the mouse back. Yeah. Mm, I can do a few different things. Poses as well. Quite nice. I can even hide myself. Oh. Okay. Yes. And we can also change some filters. Oh god, I'm going blind. Yeah. Great. Let's go back out of photo mode. And, well, now we have our pioneer, as we're called. Um, I cannot hear these machines working. It must mean that they're done. Or we are out of fuel, but most likely done. There we go. So, now, let's see. What do we want to make? So, what we unlocked in this newest... Oh, yes. We got a new follower. Thank you, Garden Elf 004. I appreciate it. It's a little loud. I got a bit uh, um, scared in the moment, but yes, I appreciate it. It's very nice of you to do that. So We unlocked concrete. We unlocked the constructor, which is nice. Uh, I wonder what the constructor would build. It's been a little bit since I played this game, so I cannot say for certain exactly what everything can do. I think concrete is doesn't go in the smelter, so the constructor makes the concrete. Uh, what we might want to do is make... No, we don't need more portable miners, I think. But what I do want to do is... Oh nice, this one also turned green with our green color. Yeah, I mean, even though it might not be the Vox green you mentioned, I don't mind it at all. So let's go back and uh, get some more iron. Let's also check on our biomass burner. Yeah, we still have a good amount left. So let's see what we will need for the next. So we will be getting conveyor belts now, and also more inventory slots, which will be super useful. But as you can see, so many things are required. What we could do is build a constructor then. Was it cable? I don't know. Yes, it was cable. Okay. So let's follow the to-do list. Reinforced iron plate. Okay. That is a bit more requiring and a little more complicated, but not so bad. Then we need... I don't know what this is. Okay, just screws. I see. It's hard to tell on the little icon. And just 2 of those, and then we'll be good. Then we can build the constructor, and we can start constructing things. For now, it's not super important how things are and positioned and so on. We had an additional power line we could connect, yes. So we can just... Oh, we will need more cable. Yeah, I will be taking things down soon enough once we unlock things like foundation and stuff, because I prefer that to be more structured and organized in the way that everything is put together. Okay, so now let's just go between here and then the power line. There we go. Now this guy is powered. We will need 75 iron plates, so let's just try to build those. We have these being made. Good. So we will create 20 per minute, and while that's being done, we will just make the cables necessary. And potentially the rest of the things that we need. Okay. And we have enough cables now. We already have had the concrete. Let's just add them in. We will have... Yeah, I mean, this just seems a little slower than what I could do in here anyway. So let's take it all in here. And then we'll just get up to 75. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, well, thank you for dropping by, Garden Elf, and thank you very much for the follow as well. I appreciate it. It is wonderful. You just came in as soon as I started, which is great fun. And have a great rest of the day, or whatever it might be. Now we will finish the hub upgrade 4, and Ada will have something to say.
Hub Upgrade 4, landing platform and utilities completed. Conveyor belts connect the output of one building to the input of another and transport resources. Due to past incidents, I have been asked to issue a clarification. Portable miners, obviously, do not have a connection for conveyor belts. There is nothing to suggest, visually or functionally, that they can be connected to portable miners. If this is something you struggle with, do not worry. Fixit has alternative uses for all their pioneers. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 5.
Yes, Ada does have a bit of a sassy tone. Um, yeah, so I I will I would love to continue live streaming. Um, this is a bit of a test live stream, but I also would like to continue it. I'm very pressed for time, generally, as in real life, so my time is quite limited. My hope and idea is that I could stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, uh, but we will see how that goes. Um, it would be amazing to be able to stream more than that, but my schedule and life doesn't support that, at least at the moment. Uh, so this is kind of Tuesdays and Thursdays are the days that I can uh, kind of push this. Uh, what can you say? This thing in my schedule, streaming. Yeah. Uh, yes. I mean, we'll see about it. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, it feels amazing to like start up a stream. The first that I've done in quite a long time. I did used to stream daily, like a couple of years ago. But to be able to start up a stream and have people in almost immediately feels great, even though it's been a while. And I also know that I think all of you people are all of you people, you're not so many people, but all of you anyway is are new to what I have been doing as well. So yeah, uh, I will try to keep that schedule and see how it goes. Uh, so we will need concrete now. Uh, what's nice about this next milestone is that we get the miner, which is so much better than the portable miner because we actually get to uh, yes, we actually get to extract the ore directly and be able to put it onto a conveyor belt, which means that we can directly pump it into a smelter and then directly pump it into a constructor and so on. So this is where the initial automation happens. Uh, I can also see I definitely won't need more copper, so that's nice. Uh, yes, I appreciate you coming in and uh, and well interacting. That is super great and nice to see. Um, and yeah, so what we need now is for concrete. Uh, and then buy garden. Uh, let's see. What could that mean? Okay. Yeah. Yes. Well, yeah. Just a little bit of concrete and then we'll be good to go. This is an impure node, meaning that it doesn't really give us much when we try to mine it. It's a bit slow. But yeah, I mean, we can't really do much better at the moment. I don't think there's much limestone nearby. There is 200 meters away, 300 meters away. 200, yeah. So this is just what we have to deal with at the moment. What's super nice, quality of life also, is towards the bottom on the left side. We can see the amount of limestone that we have mined in this session of mining, and then in the parentheses, the slight orange number, we can also see the total amount of limestone that we have. So now we have 50, and I think 50 would be a good enough amount for now. Let's see. Yes, we can slide. Good. Yes. The inventory is already getting quite cluttered, but it's fine. Oh, it's just almost perfect amount of concrete that we'll be able to create. I didn't really calculate that, but I'm lucky then in that case. Yeah. So still quite a bit of manual crafting at the moment. Soon enough, this will be a little more manageable. And we will need 50 cable and 75 iron rods. Well, we have all the resources for everything at least, so that's good. Then we'll see. Okay, we have enough for the cable. And yeah, I appreciate anyone that has come in, and it's great. It's great to see people. And just to interact and have fun. And yeah, while this is going, this is a bit of downtime. So yes, we have enough for all of it now, I believe, yes. Okay, so this is a super important upgrade.
Hub Upgrade 5, Power Expansion, completed. The miner, unlike portable miners, can be connected to conveyor belts and requires power to function. Caution: as you expand, the energy demand of your production may exceed the capacity of your power grid. The onboarding program was established because Fix-It pioneers often experience memory issues after planetfall. If you are experiencing nosebleeds, nausea, existentialism, or an itchy scalp, there is no need for concern. This should pass within 5 to 7 workdays. Next objective: complete Hub Upgrade 6.
Yes. So let's make like a few power poles, I guess. So we have everything that we will need for that on the right corner. I also added 3 miners. It might be good to go up to 5. So we will need 3 for the iron next to us. Then we will need 1 for the limestone and 1 for the copper as well. But we will take it a bit at a time, so I feel like we'll just do 1 of each at first, and then we'll hook up the rest of the iron as it becomes necessary. So we will actually need quite a bit of concrete. So maybe the best place to start is go and get this iron here, and then we can build the miner. No, we will still need more concrete. So I will get some concrete here, and I'll just get up to 10. And then we'll see. Yes. Yeah. Since it's impure, it's just a lot of stuff. Okay. Well, 50 should be enough for the 10. Definitely is. So let's go back. Also, you can slide and jump to go faster, which can be a bit useful if you want to be quick. Okay, we have 10 concrete already. Good. So we will also need plates. Let's make plates. And yeah, we're still missing some. Why am I making this myself? I have here. Okay, good. Yes, now we can make the miner. So, I don't like how it looks on there, but that's just something I would have to deal with. Then we can make the power poles that we would need. We also got a new biomass burner, which is great. We have a good amount of leaves still, surprisingly. Let's make some wire. And soon enough everything will start coming together a little more. Okay, good. So, how far do the power poles reach? We don't use the constructor for anything at the moment, so let's get rid of that. What's nice is that you can just... Okay, it reaches all the way, which is nice. Let's just plant one here, because then we can connect this one, like this. And then we can connect these. Yes. So that means that this guy gets powered now, which is nice. We can also look at conveyor belts. And it would actually be quite nice to go directly into a constructor from there. What I can do is I can hold control, and then as you can see it kind of snaps to directly to the at least one axis of the output of this miner, which is very nice. And then I still have a decent amount of plates, but just one short. Okay, well, I'm used to being short, so it's fine. Let's go in here and make a few iron plates. So yes, so let's create our first little bit of automation, which is always a very nice milestone to hit. And well, let's connect the final one to here. Okay, as you can see now, we have concrete coming out of the miner. We can also see how much it mines per minute, which in this case is 30. It requires 5 megawatts, which is a decent amount of power, especially considering how much we have to power at the moment. So then we can go in here. We can say, constructor, you make concrete. It creates 15 per minute. So this one is producing double the amount that this one... Wait, no. It's actually this one is consuming more than the miner can make, which is a bit annoying to have to deal with. So let's say if I built well, yeah, I mean I can't really do much about it at the moment. That will be later on. So, but now we have automatic concrete, which is an amazing step, and because we're starting to power things and so on, it would be good to actually get more leaves and wood. Uh, Again, the main energy source at the moment. So let's see. Um, and yeah, um, this is just a great first step to automation to be hitting, and it didn't take so long. I've been live for an hour and 30 minutes almost, so, and of course a decent amount of that was dealing with an issue where I fell through the cliff faces for some reason, and also listening to Ada in the beginning. So, yeah, but it's always exciting starting off and doing this. Um, and yeah, oh, we have some quartz.
Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions. Store this potential resource for later use.
Yes, okay. Yes, quartz is relatively later in the game, like even to the point, as I mentioned, I have a bit of experience with the game, but to the point where it wasn't useful. Uh, I wasn't using it at all actively back then. We also have a bit of a dodo. They're cute. They don't do much. They just hang around. My understanding is that they're just like passive ones that exist, make noise, I guess. But yeah, just walk around. They don't give you anything if you kill them, so I don't like the idea of killing them in that case. We have some ore up here, which would be interesting to get. So let's see if we can do that. We can. Caterium.
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Store this potential resource for later use.
Very useful indeed. Also something that I didn't really get to the point of utilizing in my playthroughs, so that will also be a later part of the game. So now we have a few leaves. What we can do is we can actually start to make this one run also. What is super nice about this game is the amount of quality of life that it provides, and all of these like extra little calculations that they do everywhere, which is absolutely amazing. So you can see this graph, and while graphs are usually quite difficult to comprehend and a little bit overwhelming, this is a super easy to understand graph. So what we see, the top line here is the capacity, which means that it's the maximum amount of megawatts my whole power system can provide at the moment. I can also see this, it's very loud there next to it, so I can also see it if I present this pole. So now it's all the way to the top, so it might be a little difficult to see. But as you saw, I just started this machine, right? And the moment that I did that, this line jumped all the way to the top. So, meaning that it's taking that into consideration. So the capacity is the maximum amount of megawatts the factory can produce. The production is the current megawattage. It appears to be fluctuating between 5.3 and 9.2, which makes a lot of sense when you think about it. because it is 9.2 is approximately 4 plus 5. And as we saw, I believe, over here, we have this one which is taking 4, and this one which is taking 5. So you can quite easily tell that, well, and these are the only two machines at the moment that are running. So you can tell that, okay, those are the machines then. The rest 0.1, 0.2 is actually these, because they're always producing at least 0.1, which can be a bit wasteful, but yeah, because for every megawatt they produce, they are using up the fuel. Um, so this makes a lot of sense. As I mentioned earlier, the the constructor is actually taking in less limestone that it uses to produce concrete. So we are seeing this downtime on the graph actually. So while it's waiting, it's the production is 5.3, and while it's working, it's 9.2. I don't know why it's 5.3. Was it 5.3 or am I? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Some of it is also a bit of black magic, I guess, but yeah. What you can also see is the consumption, which just adds up with the production. I don't actually know what... Oh, it actually says so. The amount of power being consumed on this grid, okay. And the production, the amount of power being produced on the grid. Yes, okay. So it makes sense. So production is the amount of power that these are making, and consumption is the amount of power that these are consuming. And because we don't really have a concept of batteries, these are just working constantly at the amount that they need to. And that's why these are pretty much looking the same. Then we have the max consumption, which is also super useful to see. This, well, yeah, it basically explains itself, right? Shows the amount of power that would be consumed if all machines on this grid were active. So if this machine, and these two were active, that's the amount of consumption that will be going on in the factory. Very useful. So we see that we actually have a good amount of capacity for a few more machines to be working. And that is great to understand. So what we might want to do is also make some storage for the concrete, because once the internal inventory of the constructor fills up, it will not continue making anymore. And concrete is a super useful resource. So now it's automatically outputting the concrete into the storage container. And as you can see, we were already getting close to 100, which I believe is the maximum stack size. So if we had hit 100 concrete, this guy would have just stopped working. It's done for the day. So now that we have the storage container, it's automatically outputting, and now it can continue working, and it can continue adding into the storage container all of these slots, which is fantastic. What we see now is we actually made one of the miners that we wanted to, which is great. It already counted it down. Nice. We will likely not need as many power poles, as I can tell by the distance that these are traveling. So that's good. But well, maybe. Let's see. So let's also over here create one, and then we have this guy, which should fit quite perfectly in between. Good. So we might want to disconnect some of these at the moment, for the moment, which is fine. Then We'll go as far as we can with yet another power pole. As you can see, they can only go so long. Wire is too long, it says now. So we need to put it a little closer like this. Because now what we're wanting to do is create a miner over here. I want to make sure that I have enough, which I don't have, so it's good that I checked. So now I should go and get some more concrete. And here we go. As you can see, already over 100. This guy is probably empty, yes. Just outputting all that it can. What's also good to know is that the conveyor belts are only taking a certain amount of resources per minute. So it transports up to 60 resources per minute, which is okay. It's fine, but we will need better conveyor belts in the future. So, oh, now we will also need cable. Okay, good thing I checked again. So let's go in and make some. Yeah, soon enough things will be a little easier and better also. We will need some iron plates generally. I think it might just be good to make some now. And then we'll be good. The portable miners we already have. Didn't we create 4? Do we have one on us? No? I guess maybe I only made 3 in the beginning. I don't remember. Because I think I only placed down 3 at the copper. Anyway, let's add some things here. So we can get rid of a few things. Copper ore we don't need at the moment. Generally, it's actually quite okay to not keep on to this iron ore because yeah, I mean you won't really need it for much when you start automating anyway. Yes, as you can see now the max consumption is down to 9 because we disconnected these 2 machines. Yeah, it's very useful to take a look at that graph sometimes. Okay, then let's see if we can place it up here. That would be nice. It looks like we can. Okay. Because that does make things a little nicer. Good. Yeah, let's just put it close to the edge like here. Feels good. And oh, I am falling. It's fine. Then the copper was somewhere over here. Yes. Great. Yeah, these guys are inactive because they don't have space for any more. So let's just grab them because we will actually need them. So the reason why I added the power poles here is of course that we will need them for the miner. And a smelter and a constructor. What we might do for now is just what is that? I don't know. It's very blue, very shiny. Yes. So we will now want to connect this guy to this guy. And now he will start mining copper. What we see here is this is a pure or a normal node. That means that it's actually gathering 60 per minute. So the limestone was impure, it's only 30 per minute. So looking for better purity nodes is super important. If that is available to you, that is. So But of course, the downside compared to the portable miners is that it's taking power. And 5 megawatts is actually quite a bit of power. With the amount of power that we're producing, we only have space for 8 miners. But of course, the miners also need to be, or the results of the miners also needs to be fit into a smelter, right? And so on and so forth. So it becomes quite... Oh god, it's very difficult to tell what's going on here. What is it doing? Okay, so I cannot see a thing. Um, so we have very limited stuff at the moment. I want to move this miner because it's creating issues with the smelter. So let's point it towards here instead. So the length of it doesn't matter so much, but I do want it to be aligned. I hope that the conveyors can go in here. So yes, they can. Good. So yeah, we have very limited power at the moment. So connecting constructors and all of that stuff, I don't think will be very good at the moment, sadly. Because we will just run out of the power needed for that. So that's like we did with the... We don't have enough iron. Can I make a crafting bench? I can. Okay. So... Oof. Okay. The good thing about building things is that actually dismantling them is free. So you get everything back that you wanted, or that you spent on it, which is great. So let's build it like this. Now we're creating the same kind of situation as we did with the concrete. It's putting it straight into a storage container. What we see here, which is also something that's a little difficult to work with, is that the smelter is actually taking in or smelting 30 per minute of copper ore, but we're producing 60 per minute. So again, going back to the problem with power, so the smelter itself is taking 4 megawatts. We only have space for 40 megawatts in total. So if we were to make yet another smelter, then we're taking 8 plus this 5 up here. That means that we are already getting pretty close to the 20 of one biomass burner just from this setup alone. The storage container doesn't take any power, so that's fine. That's free, and as well as the conveyor belts, which is quite surprising also in itself, but good to know. So yeah, it's also a lot of production power management in this game. Now, and as you can see, we're kind of out of iron. So we want to make a little more. So there will still be a bit of manual crafting, but this will get better. And it already is getting better. Now, let's actually just get rid of these smelters. And this power pole will be useful. Let's see. We can make one more connection on this guy. That's good. That's all we need. So let's just place it here, that's fine. Let's then... We will need iron plates. So... I don't hear a lot. Okay, they're still going. But as you can see, like, we're already almost running out of fuel. Um, and we are spending about half of what we can. And the thing about when you're producing more is that you're also consuming more fuel. Which makes it a balance. So the reason why they might have been so lasting for so long, those leaves, is mostly because we didn't need so much power, so it didn't... Oh, it didn't consume as much fuel. And these branches are very good, as mentioned earlier. Wood is actually more efficient, though we don't necessarily need to make use of it at the moment. But yeah, these like floating branches are super nice. Because they give like wood compared to leaves. Okay. These guys look a bit scary and weird, definitely also, but they're fine. They're totally fine. They won't harm you. They are quite strange. Let's see if we can... Great, you went out of the sun. Oh. Okay. Yes. Yeah. They have an interesting face. A little bit of a beak. Kind of. Well, how many leaves do we have? We don't have that many, to be honest. This is iron. That's fine. At this point, we don't really need iron. Oh, we have something special here and something scary as well. Okay, these guys will shoot at you. They hurt a bit, but we're fine, as you can tell.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Preserve the remains for later study.
So what you saw is me just throwing away copper ore, because as mentioned, having ore is not very useful. Yes. This is also something interesting, something that I didn't get to mess around with that much in my first playthrough. They sound scary. They are a little scary also, I would say. But I think they're quite useful also.
The astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal and will require study to determine local application, store it for later use.
I don't know if I can get up to that slug. Oh well. Oh, there is limestone here though. It's also impure, so I don't think it's so worthwhile to consider that for a potential miner in the future. Yeah, so I think we have a decent enough amount of leaves at this point I'm hoping that we will get slightly more efficient fuel source very soon. Um, but let's see about that. There's another slug up there. I don't know where the hub is. It's that way. Okay. I thought it was this way, but that's fine. Let's see how to get up to this guy, if we can. Not really. I mean, can I do some weird stuff here? They all have ladders. Just use a machine to get it, that's fine. At least they're free to build. Yes, it worked. Oh. Perfect. Yeah, I would like to take that smelter back. But is there anything on that other rock? Let's just get this guy back. It doesn't look like it. Oh, so that's just how you were supposed to do it. To jump from this rock. There's sulfur here. I don't have sulfur yet, so... Oh. Such a scary sound. Yeah. So, fuse broke.
Unknown chemical element collected. This non-metallic and multivalent element seems to be present only in a solid state, and exhibits a most pungent smell. It is fortunate fix-it helmets are of such high quality. Store this potential resource for later use.
Yes. So, I mean, that was a good trip around, I guess. Quite useful. I mean, the factory is growing, it's looking bigger and better. So, let's deal with this broken fuse. So most likely what happened was we ran out of fuel, which is exactly what happened. So what's very nice is that if a fuse has been broken, you can just drag this. Oh god, it's very loud. But you thankfully don't have to do it per machine. You can even do it at the power poles. You might even be able to do it at the machines that are consuming. No, you cannot. So yeah, you need to do it at like a power place, I guess. So we just turn it on again. And nothing truly happens, nothing breaks, nothing anything. It's just a scary sound that, well, should in many cases also tell you that you need to do something immediately. Because if nothing has power, then nothing will be going on pretty much in this game. So now we have a miner here, mining iron 60 per minute. Great. We would like to put that directly into a smelter, because yes, we will need it. So what we see now is an even higher graph. Now the max consumption is 23 megawatts, which is okay. Let's do the same as the other places when we have the iron necessary for it, that is. And we don't at all have any. So let's also connect this guy before I forget and make it work. So this is the same as the copper situation. This one is producing more than this one can take. So yeah, it will be a slight bottleneck. This is something that we'll get the opportunity to fix at a later time. That planet is so huge. Yeah. So we can also go over here. As you can see, the leaves are burning away so fast, like almost all already almost to having burnt 100 leaves. It's pretty insane. But I think we'll have an opportunity to do something about it soon. At least to be more efficient. Okay, good. Now we will have the iron ingots going out automatically. Perfect. Then what we can look to do is actually the next hub upgrade. So we're producing a lot of copper. We're producing a lot of concrete. Great. We have a lot of concrete on us. So what we will need to do now is kind of just grab the copper. Um, this is also something that will be improved over time. And yeah. Okay. I will. Sorry, I have something in the chat that I don't want. So yeah, it's a little bit of advertising. This is not something I appreciate. Well, rather, not necessarily don't appreciate, but it's impersonal, let's say. Okay, so let's then go and grab some copper, but before I do that, let me stash some things. We have a lot of nuts, that's nice. Bauxite we won't need anytime soon. The Mercersphere, the slugs. Screws, it's very few screws. Wood is fine to get rid of. The copper ore. Let's try to flush it. I don't know if I've tried that before. The copper ore. It's only one at a time. Will it work? Yes.
Did you not see the sign?
Oh. What sign? It does not flush those things. Oh. Well. It clearly does. So I don't know what you're saying. Oh. Alpaca. We also have a computer and lava lamp. Yeah, so you can play a bit of a mini game. I cannot say that I've spent a lot of time in this, but yeah, I mean, if it's something that you would like, then it's here, I guess. There you go, send. So yeah, I like the puzzle of building factories more so than that. Okay, so let's get rid of all of that copper ore then. Okay, and well, let's get the copper from over here and build what we need. We'll have to check what we get from this upgrade, but I have a feeling that it'll be useful. Okay, so how much copper have we? Wow, that's actually very fast. Nice. I'll just take it all. Why not? There is a Mercersphere up there. Okay. Oh, is this is an impure node? Yeah, might have been the same one that I looked at earlier. Okay. Let's get back to it. As you can see, you can get very fast by doing these jumps. So we will just need a bunch of wire and a bunch of plating, which we can get from the iron next to us, and then we'll be fine. Let me also check what we get here. Yes, perfect. We get the biomass here. So that will be super useful. That's a more efficient fuel, at least. So what I would like to do is kind of just turn these off for the moment, because I would like to make use of the more efficient fuel when we get it, and we should get it soon enough. I think we don't really have enough. Yeah, we don't have enough, what's it called? Don't have enough iron, so actually we will want to do a little more, sadly. Well, we do have enough wire at this point, at least. So let's make 100 plates. This will just take a while. There's no way around it. The game makes you hate manual crafting so that you will spend all the time automating everything instead, which is a good way of doing so as well. Good design in a sense. Okay. And now we have the 100. Let's see what we have in here. We don't have that much. Yeah, we will still need a bit more. This is a bit of an annoying situation to be in, but oh well. I did create a few too many plates. I could have been a little better about that, but that's fine. So, yeah, our max consumption is 27. As you can see, this graph has gotten quite a bit more complicated now. Or not complicated, just more spiky. But that's because of all the bottlenecks that we have currently that we will have to deal with. So, do we have enough now? We don't. Yeah, so one ingot goes into one rod, so we will need 19 more. As soon as this is done at that, I will pull out the leaves, because I don't like wasting fuel. Okay, so let's do that now. The good thing about taking it out of one is that it doesn't even break the system. I thought it would. Okay, well, it's fine. Now we will have enough. And we also get better biomass burners on this upgrade.
Hub Upgrade 6, Landing Platform Hydraulics, completed. Freighter landing initialized. Congratulations, you have completed onboarding and achieved the absolute minimum skill level required of a Fix-It Pioneer. Fix-It looks forward to your future achievements, because a future with Fix-It is a future with you. Tier 1 and 2 milestones are now available in the hub, and biomass burners can now be built individually. Your first official objective is to initiate Project Assembly by building the space elevator. This objective will take a significant amount of resources, so Fix-It recommends getting to work.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to get to work. So, as I've mentioned, I have a bit of experience previously. What I know is that we want to have a fairly efficient electricity production as soon as possible. And what does that quickly for us is the obstacle clearing milestone. And it's also not super expensive. Um, so I think it's just a great place to start. So while I did mention that we got better uh, fuel, which is this biomass, super great. Uh, we can make even better fuel with solid biofuel. And that is just something that we want as soon as possible, pretty much. We will likely have enough for the cables, we will have enough concrete, then we will just need the iron. So what's also nice is that we can just turn all of this into biomass, because biomass turns into this biofuel that we would want from that milestone. Um, yeah, it just feels like the smartest place to start uh, to get there. As you can see, wood creates so much more biomass, so it's great to have picked up so much wood. And yeah, I mean, it just takes a while. And yeah, I mean, we don't have to manually make every single thing. I think we'll be fine from here on with this amount. And let's fix it back. As you can see, it's going so much slower now, which is great. Um, Also another thing is that we unlocked biomass burners that we can just place anywhere. So we don't have to fully rely on these. And at some point, fairly soon actually, we will stop completely relying on these and just create our own space for biomass burning. Um, so we will have the concrete that we need. Also, by the time that this container fills up, okay, that will take a while. Why is it? I guess it's just very slow. I expected it to be outputting more, but that's fine. 200 is more than enough for now. So then we will also need iron for screws. We cannot really make that many screws, but we need 500 of them. So let's also make 100 cables. And yeah, I mean, we are also getting close to what I would consider the end of this live stream. I think it would be a decent place to stop. So just like a few more minutes, and then mm, yeah, I mean, um, I I'm very new on streaming, so uh, I I can also say that I don't really need any art at the moment to be done for the channel. Um, if you're an actual viewer, I appreciate that, but if you're just another one of these uh, essentially bots providing something, then I would rather not. So, and well, generally, I'm not planning on doing anything crazy with this channel, at least soon. Maybe the future, but I think that would be quite a bit further in the future, let's say. Yeah, so the 500 screws, we're still a bit far from it, but we should have enough soon enough. Yeah, let's just create the screws that we can for now. Oh, it will be so nice to automate this. It will feel a lot better than just sitting here. At least they made it so that you don't have to hold down the button. You can just press space and then it continues for you. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, these screws are taking a while. Quite a long while. Yeah, but that's just how it has to be for now. Will be better, it'll get better. There were multiple people in here earlier. I didn't have anyone complaining about the sound mixing, which is great, because that makes it appear to me that it sounded perfectly fine from the get-go, which is just amazing. I actually also want to get rid of this to-do list because it's a bit distracting. So yeah, that is a great sign that people weren't saying anything, that I was too loud, something else was too loud or too quiet or anything like that. No, I'm not willing to share that. You can, I mean, I can see that you're watching without audio also. Yes, no, thank you. I don't want my Discord to be shared. Oh, now we have a big red button. Looks a bit dangerous. Looks like I'm about to fire a nuke, but actually, I'm about to fire this guy.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be if you construct, automate, explore and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated fun.
Yes, fun. As you can see, like biomass lasts so much longer. But now we have something even better. Oh, where am I going? No, it's over here. Yeah, the fuse breaks, fuse blown, fine. It's not an issue. So we can make the chainsaw, which is fairly expensive. I don't know what this is. Reinforced iron plate. Let's make some solid biofuel now, so that we can keep the machines churning along. And what I would also like to do is maybe make my own biomass burner instead of these two on the back. That should be enough biofuel for now. So yeah, I don't want to get rid of the hub. So these are fine. They produce up to 20 megawatts, but the one that I can make is up to 30. So it's a tiny bit better. And I just prefer that. So let's make some iron rods and then make some iron plates. Yes, great. Then we can disconnect these. We can build it on this side instead. Also, it has an input, which is super nice. Yeah, I mean, I guess just here is fine. Then we'll make a power line, and then we can add the solid biofuel. As you can see from these, they produce 450 megajoules. It's 4 per minute. These 180. And yeah, it's just better solid biofuel. Okay, we have this guy that landed back also. Something super great about this game is just the animations and attention to detail and everything. It's just incredible. Yeah. So now we have this. As you can see, we're barely able to produce what we need, so we might want another one, which is fine. We can handle that. Which means that we would also like to create another power pole, and then instead of connecting directly, we can just connect these two like that, because then we have space on this one for another burner. Yeah, at the moment we just need more of that. So let's see, we will need iron plates and iron rods. Okay, good. And then we will need some more iron in that case. That's fine, we have. Okay, and now we can make another biomass burner. If it wants to snap, there we go. And then connect these. Perfect. So the reason I'm doing this now is that we kind of want to just automate the creation of solid biofuel. Because it's super time consuming to do by yourself. So let's add the solid biofuel here. As you can see, this bar is going down fairly slow now, which is nice. So now what we can do is we can look at a few constructors. So we will need even more iron. Okay. Let's do that then. And actually, we will want at least 2. We will need reinforced iron plate, which is fine. Okay, good. And then we will need cable. We have all we need, pretty much. Okay, good. So what we can now do is, it's not super great at the moment, so we can build you here and here, because we want leaves and we want wood. And then we can potentially make a storage container. So let's make 3 storage containers. Yeah, that will be fine for now. So 1 of each that are necessary for this, and then 1 for solid biofuel. Okay. So that means significantly more iron, which is fine. We're creating enough as it is. We will also need cable and stuff like that. Okay, that's enough cable. And the numbers are actually very difficult to see here. Oh, nice. I didn't know I could do this. Okay, good. Then I will also need plates. Yeah, I will not have enough iron in what I have now, but maybe now I will. I will need quite a few rods, but let's see here. I will need 2 of you. Okay, good. And then the rest are rods. And just barely enough. Okay, but now I should have enough. Great. Now we can make yet another constructor. And for now, we just make one machine go into it, I think, because we cannot split output at the moment. Now we will need more plates, actually. No, I don't think so. So we want storage containers here and here. I'm building quite a bit, which is slightly annoying because soon enough it will all be taken down again. So you're making it from wood, which is great. So I can put wood in you. Then I can conveyor. Okay. And you will be needing leaves, which I don't really have much of. Okay. So this is not going in. I wonder why. It is wood, right? Yeah. Is it just because it's not powered? I hope so. So let's make a new power pole. Let's create yet another one. And we then are missing cable. Okay. Thankfully, copper is not something that we're lacking at the moment. Okay, good. So we connect you here, we connect you here, and you here. Perfect. Yeah, now it's taking wood. You will be making solid biofuel, and I will be creating the container for this. This will be more automated soon enough. I need just a little bit of more of iron plates. Okay, that's fine. And yeah, then fuel is at least more manageable. Okay. Good. As you can see, the biofuel coming out now. These, how low are you? You're not particularly low, which is good. And you will only get fueled by more. Yeah, amazing. This is great. It's producing more than it can output. Significantly more. Which is a bit annoying. But it'll be fine. So what we see now is that our capacity is actually at 60. We are only consuming like a regular 31 megawatts, which is good. So we have just around double to work with. Yes. I don't want to see this. I will have to I'll have to time you out because I don't want these messages about Discord and so on. Um, I'm not willing to share that, and I said so earlier, so that's just how it goes. Okay, so let's just add some more fuel in these. And, well, I think this is also the extent of today. So we have done quite a bit, as you can see. Like, we're taking up quite a bit of space. I don't want this filter on. So we actually have quite a big factory going on, and we have some automation of fuel, which is amazing. Oh, I haven't looked at the conveyor belt so close. It's all super high quality in this game. It's amazing. Mm. So we have iron, automatic iron. We have automatic concrete, very slow, but it works. We have automatic copper as well. I wonder how far I can fly. Very far. This is the extent of it. Okay. Well, we have automatic copper as well. Amazing. I mean, the factory is doing well. It's very horizontal here. Um, so what will happen next time is we will look at how to build everything on foundations. I think that will kind of be the next step. Um, we will do quite a few things, of course. Logistics will be super important because that makes this automation over here come to life, which will be great. This constructor will end up doing pretty much nothing, I think. I think we'll just keep it to the wood side for now, because we will want this on foundation soon enough anyway. And we will have so much biomass from this anyway, so it'll be fine. What we could do in that case, let me just do a little bit extra. So let's hope there will be space. So we want it like this, and then yeah, there won't be space. I guess we can do let's see. I know this is strange, but it doesn't matter so much at the moment. Then we would want it like this. Okay, so that means we can feed it in like this. We can feed you out like this. Oh, let's not do it like that. So there is different modes that you can put the conveyors on. I like the straight mode because it just goes like this instead of direct. Curve default. Yeah, I mean curve can also be nice, but straight is more structured, I feel like. So, and then we also go like this. This means that yes, great. And this means that I can add the biomass. I can shift control to put everything in at once. And then I can make biofuel again, which is what we want. Then of course we want to power you yet again, like this. So while this is messy at the moment, it really doesn't matter so much, because we'll be doing better with foundations. And then let's add the biofuel in here. As you can see, we already have so much biofuel, and this is lasting a while. Uh, it's great. Mm. And now we have this kind of buffer because we had a lot of biomass already made. We kind of want to buffer it because we didn't have a way to put it directly into here with all that we had, so this was just a better option. Um, yeah, this is also not a straight conveyor. Oh well. Again, doesn't matter so much. Everything will be on foundations soon enough. So, yeah, that that is the factory on day one. 2.5 hours-ish. Good amount of time. We have a lot of iron already. Wow. And then we will have a good amount of concrete. Also, not as much as I had hoped. But next time, we will look at base building. Thankfully, we have enough of all of that, which is great. And then logistics. These are the two most important ones, I would say, for now. And then from there on, we have to consider what we want. I like just going for obstacle clearing because I like being immediately efficient with what we have and what we need to do, rather than spending a lot of resources, a lot of slightly less efficient biomass that could have been turned into more efficient biofuel. It means less time spent doing gathering wood and leaves and so on also. So then we'll likely also make a chainsaw. I think this amount of biofuel will be a good amount of biofuel, but you will always need more. Always. So yeah, that's it. Uh, let's see how we can end this off in a little bit of a photogenic way, let's say. Let's see if we can get up onto this pod. Can we? Maybe it's not as easy as I thought it would be. Oh, I can stand on this. Great. Then yes. Come on. I can probably stand on this. Yes. Great. So, yeah. Let's see. So, let's do a pose. What is a pose? That is nice. Finger guns? No. Yeah, that one's nice. Let's hide the UI. So, yeah, this will be the end of the stream. I will put up a little bit of text saying that this is what you'll be looking at for a little bit, and then I will end it completely. I will not be running this while offline because I think that's a bit cheating in a sense. Like I could just have infinite iron in that case. Of course, I know that the fuel is not perfect at the moment, so or perfectly automated, but still, I like for things to happen while I'm there rather than just AFK everything into existence. So yes, that will be the end of today. Thank you guys for watching, and well, I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who came by. Goodbye, enjoy, have fun.